So yesterday we asked, or we had a clip that was so disturbing of this Christian group that we didn't want to show it on our main show out of fear that it would be demonetized for sure. I mean, maybe even age gated. I don't know. Probably not. But I promised I'd show it. And I'm actually really excited to show it with you guys because it's so fucking insane. It's actually just so disturbing. And again, some of you guys might know this girl from Girl Defined. What is it? She's like a hardcore Christian. And she and her friend made this podcast about how saving yourself for sex. They're super hardcore religious. And again, like this has it's giving pedophile vibes, very, very strong pedophile vibes. And I can't get over the fact that these people who have these grand conspiracy of pedophile vampires running the world are sitting here broadcasting this kind of insanity. You guys are not going to believe this clip. Here we go. Here.
Like, I was like, yeah, I'm broken. Like, I didn't even think that was a weird sentence. But she said, okay, what can you define broken? What are you saying? What does that mean? And then I just said, oh, well, I don't have a clitoris. Because at this point, Glenn had read enough to know.
Bro, you fucking suck. Yo, your wife is like 50, 55, 60, and she didn't even think she had a clitoris. You're so fucking bad at sex, dude. Dude, you suck, bro. This woman has never had pleasure from sex. But anyway, that's not what's gross. It gets worse. Yeah, I heard Crowder got divorced, which is awesome. I have to say it's pretty great. Again, because these are these moralistic fucking people who go on and on about Christian families and strong news. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Just another dumb moron loser. His wife left him, by the way, which doesn't surprise me. Good for her. Sorry, Ela needs me to chime in on something. Here we go.
That a clitoris was involved, and didn't know where it was, but knew that mattered, and that had to do with an orgasm. And it's like, I've never orgasmed.
Girl, just go on YouTube. I mean, what the fuck, man? I think I had a better sex education by the time I was like 12. And I didn't even have the internet back then. I just had like my dad's Playboys. Fuck, man. Just ask your cool older brother or some shit. Your cool older cousin. How the fuck this lady not know what a goddamn clitoris is at this goddamn age? That's wild.
There's no pleasure. I don't enjoy it. Matter of fact, I hate it.
Wow. She hates it.
I just endure it. We just get through it as fast as possible.
Oh my God.
And
so how frequently is this guy having sex with her where it's like, I hate it and I just want to get through it as fast as possible? Like, why would you want to have sex with her at all if that was, if you're just torturing your significant other, it doesn't sound like a good situation. You think he's just bending her over like a few times a week and just torturing her? Anyways, again, this isn't the crazy part.
And so, we shared that openly. And she was in the medical field. And she was like, okay, whoa, what do you mean you don't have a clitoris?
And our friend, after a bit, said, I just feel like taking Phyllis in the back room and showing her what I'm talking about. Well, Phyllis started to stand up. And then this other woman said, but I just can't. I can't do that. Our oldest child had been born, which is a little girl. And eventually, Phyllis was changing our daughter's diaper, and our friend showed her on our little girl, where the clitoris is located, which was huge information for Phyllis. And again, it's stunning to me.
Yes, you all heard that right. You guys heard that fucking right. This man just casually explained. And by the way, to this very sympathetic, she's just so sympathetic that he used his infant daughter as a sex educational, a teaching fucking chart to show where's the clitoris. I mean, this is vile. This is so fucking insane. So either these people are pedophiles and they're just coming out and saying it, or this is an example of how Christianity or religion in general has deprived these people so much of basic functions of life that not only does this woman not know what a clitoris is by 50 years old, but she's also like sexually assaulting her infant daughter. I'm calling the police. Yeah. I mean, it's that bad, isn't it? I mean, I can't, I'm speechless. I mean, and again, I'm going to play it again and watch the face of the Girls Defined, how unbothered she is by this confession.
What I'm talking about. Well, Phyllis started to stand up. And then this other woman said, but I just can't. I can't do that. Our oldest child had been born, which is a little girl. And eventually, Phyllis was changing our daughter's diaper, and our friend showed her on our little girl, where the clitoris is located, which was huge information for Phyllis. And again, it's stunning to me. That's pretty darn basic. And we're smart people, and we were clueless.
I mean, what do you say, man? If you want to argue against religion, just show this clip. I mean, yeah, just Google it. You can find a chart. What the fuck? It's so fucking crazy. It's just, wow. And so there's an article about it. So I don't know who these people are. I know who she is. She's apparently a Christian sex therapist. So somehow she wasn't struck by that. Dr. Glenn Hill and his wife, make sure you guys can see this. It's a little small, but you can see it. Dr. Glenn Hill and his wife Phyllis Hill have a whole ministry where they counsel other couples on how to connect with each other. So these fucking people counsel other people on how to connect. These people are complete frauds. And they were recently interviewed by pro-abstinence Girl Defined co-host Bethany Beal. Phyllis talks about how, so they're, I guess, I got to sign in. I mean, come on. Continue reading. Okay. Glenn, her husband, the guy who was describing how he learned that he found the clitoris on his daughter, baby daughter, Glenn Hill, by the way, is a clinical sexologist with a PhD. Let me read that again. And let me just confirm, this is our boy Glenn Hill. This is him right here. This man right here, Dr. Glenn Hill, he's a doctor. A sexologist. Make it make sense to me. Like, what did you learn exactly during your doctorate? Genuinely, what the fuck? This man's a sexologist. He's never made a woman orgasm. That's fucking awesome. This man's a sexologist. He doesn't even know where the clitoris is. He was looking behind the ears and... I mean, what the fuck? This guy's lying about his credentials, right? There is no goddamn way. No goddamn way. Here they are, the lovely couple. Whew. Here they're talking about porn prevention. Yeah, I think you're more about pleasure prevention when it comes to sex. Guarding their eyes and protecting their hearts. It's absolutely stunning. Marriage counseling. These people do marriage counseling. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? This man, they've been married for how long? This is the man who he doesn't know where his goddamn wife's clitoris is. Look at this headline. Are you ready to stop fighting, start connecting, and have better sex? Better sex? What do you know about better sex? Your wife literally said she hates it and just wants it over as soon as possible. You're repulsive, dude. Yeah, their therapists, they need therapy. They need a lot of fucking therapy. Jeez, dude. It's unreal. Hi, we're Phyllis and Glenn Hill. Dr. Glenn is a marriage and family therapist, as well as a clinical sexologist. Okay, what the fuck is a sexologist? Like, what is the definition of that? Clinical sexologists facilitate clients' sexual growth by helping them to identify their sexual goals and offering education, resources, and tools. Okay, here's a goal. I want to orgasm. Okay, here, let me grab my baby daughter. This man doesn't know where the clit is. He needs a fucking someone to show him on his baby daughter. This doesn't make any sense. Like, you know that's wrong. He knows that's fucking sick. He's a sexologist. This man has never gone to Google and just typed clitoris chart or some shit. Again, there's something not adding up about this, man. This does not make any fucking sense. There's no shot, right? There's no shot this guy has these credentials. Fuck, it's so weird. He's been a clinical sexologist, but his greatest credentials is that his 40-year marriage to Phyllis, who he's never made orgasm. We spent 30 years living in pain. It was a pleasure that fueled Glenn to research human connections and let him discover the connection code. Bro, he's selling an ebook. There's no way. I don't know, man. I'm just not buying it. This dude is just doing affiliate like marketing. I don't know. There's something weird about this. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it all, guys. These guys are trolling. Shut up. Dude, what are you talking about? Based on what? What kind of troll is this exactly? Yeah, how do I find out where he got his PhD? I genuinely need to see this man's credentials. Is it possible to be a PhD in sexology and not know where the clitoris is? Like, genuinely, what the fuck, dude? Shout out to the Friendly Atheist, by the way, who wrote this up. Here's this girl had a good take, apparently.
It's insane, but listen to this clip from Girl Defined podcast.
Phyllis was changing our daughter's diaper, and our friend showed her on our little girl, where the clitoris is located, which was huge information for Phyllis.
So this
guy's a sexologist. This is huge information, he said. Bro, explain yourself. This is fucking gross and unnerving. Maybe he's a sexologist specializing in male sexology. I don't think that's how that works. The man has a PhD. It's like 12 years of school. They didn't teach him about the clitoris. You're gonna learn 12 years about a cock. It's not much to know. It's a meat tube that shit comes out of.
Went on the Girl Defined podcast to talk about how purity culture impacted their marriage and their sex life, and the first half of the podcast is just incredibly sad. The wife talks about how sex was never pleasurable for her. She viewed it as like a wifely duty, and that she and her husband both just assumed that she was broken. Several years into their marriage, they have dinner with another couple, and they bring up the fact that the wife is broken and that she doesn't have a clitoris. In the other couple, the wife worked somewhere in the medical field and was like, oh, I can just go into the bathroom.
Someone said, I'm confused. Did this happen before he's a sexologist? Well, according to his website, he said that he's been a sexologist for like 30 years. And he's talking about his oldest daughter. So hell fucking no, this wasn't before. Sounds like it was recently.
With you and show you where your clitoris is. And then they were like, oh no, of course not, because that's improper. Purity culture.
I agree.
So what they decided to do instead was, when this woman was changing her infant daughter's diaper, the other woman in the couple came in and showed her on her daughter where the clitoris was. That is sexual exploitation. The only reason that friend was in the room was to show where the clitoris was for the benefit of the mother's sexual pleasure. They had so many other options. She could have taken her into the bathroom and shown her as...
I mean, it's just vile. Shout out to... I just want to give her a shout out. Deconstruct with Paige. Okay, Queen. Break the story. We love that. So there it is, folks. Again, remember this every time conservatives talk about, elite pedophile Democrats. It's like, come on, dude. Okay, someone said, I found him on Psychology Today. Apparently he graduated from a private Christian school in 2013. So what does that mean? Does it mean that, like, what's the credentials there? Just some bullshit? He read the Bible a few times and then he's a sexologist? Well, there's that. Yeah, and probably too disturbing to show on the regular show, but holy fuck, dude. And apparently the Girls Defined removed the video, I think, pretty much immediately. When people are like, did you just describe sexual assault on an infant? No, it's not like that. So here's the Girls Defined.
What's that thing in your life?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they removed that shit real fast. But this kind of living is not. It's really fucked up. It's like really fucked up. Yeah. Oof. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. So that's that.